Hey, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Muffed Podcast. It's rewind time. 1 year. Fuck, man, this is cringy as fuck already. 1 year, first anniversary episode. 1 year ago, exactly August 14th was when the first episode came out, and today, 1 year later, Muffed Podcast is, still alive. Maybe not thriving, but still alive.
No, we're thriving.
I'm here with Lemeter as always. Lemeter, what's up?
What's up, Buzz? How you doing?
I'm doing good. That was kind of weird. All right, Lemeter's making it awkward again. Let's jump in to the episode. All right, so the first thing we're going to talk about, it's a 1 year episode. We got to do something special. Just go over, a little bit down memory lane. A couple of memories from the podcast. I'm going to start off with, I think one of the craziest ones is right when we started off. Do you remember the Marquise Goodwin towel episode where we were just doing that, and it was just me and you sitting on my laptop, and we were just like scrolling, and we like closed our eyes, and we finally hit like one dude. We're like, all right, this guy's winning. It was just, I don't know. It was kind of a cool memory. Just that whole experience of going to Levi's and getting that, and then coming back and just the podcast just started and kicking it off with the Marquise Goodwin towel.
Kick it off with a bang.
Yeah. All right. What do you have?
All right. Can we throw some people under the bus?
Sure. Why not?
All right. My favorite when we had Chris on for a couple weeks. He'd go on these rants, these ridiculous rants about, I don't know, basketball, and he wouldn't even know what he's talking about halfway through the rant. He just Boaz and I would just be sitting across from him, just waiting for him to finish his rant.
Well, no, I think the one thing is, the viewers wouldn't know that because I cut out like a lot of 90% of it is cut out.
Yeah, no. He'd go on for like 5 to 10 minutes, just absolutely rambling.
We would have had a 2.5 hour episode probably if we just kept it all in. But no, yeah, those are fun memories. It's the beginning stages of the Muffed Podcast now is created. But you can't forget. I think we're missing somebody. I don't really remember. But oh shit! Wait, Aaron,
What's up, guys?
Aaron, what's your Muffed Podcast memory that you're bringing in? You're coming in a quarter of the way through, like you came in, in real life.
Is this my favorite Muffed Podcast memory, or just like a good one?
Just one that you remember. Yeah.
One that I remember. Well, a very good Muffed Podcast memory that I have is during the Gauntlet episode where I was going against Lemeter, and I could have won, but I said it can't be Brazil, I believe, when I was picking a soccer question, and then I picked another one, and then I got it wrong, and I ended up having to drink a very disgusting smoothie, which started my streak of 3 straight smoothies. So that is a very good.
And I think we've referenced it now every time because I fucked the last one that I did against Lemeter. Like I've been like, shit, man, this feels exactly like Aaron. Like we started referencing this fucking like the Brazil. It's exactly it's become a meme now just because like it's become such a significant moment of the Gauntlet.
But yeah, it really has. Also, nice shirt. I really like your shirt.
My Dante Pettis, number 18. I'm a little sad that he might be going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, but Dante Pettis. While he's here,
I love the Giants.
Yeah,
Aaron, I want to see your nails.
I love the Giants.
Aaron, your nails looked really good today. Yeah, can I check them out?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't really even tell. Where's the camera?
Is that an L for loser because they're getting swept by the Blazers?
Yeah, unfortunately, these are Lakers nail tattoos that don't work. But
hashtag Lake Show.
But yeah, speaking of the Gauntlet, Aaron and I have lost the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what's up, boys? How we doing?
Aaron and I can't actually really lose in the next episode. You guys will see what's gonna happen. But technically speaking, Aaron and I can't lose in the next episode.
We technically hold on. Technically, we can.
Indirectly, we can.
Indirectly.
Exactly. But if we're just gonna talk about just us losing, it's not really reflecting our record. Somebody else has that in their control. We're not gonna give anything away. That's that's for you guys to check out on Tuesday. I think it'll be coming out. But let's get into the actual show. So usually we do our highlights of the week. Lemeter, do you have any highlights of the week?
All right. So I'm gonna first of all, this is a personal statement. Is my first highlight of the week. I'm gonna be a Suns fan starting from 2020-21 until orange and gold. No, orange and purple. Let's go. D-Book for MVP.
Wait, what?
2021.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah. Okay. So is it just a 1-year contract? You can be a Suns fan, or is this like a confirmed like for the next couple years?
Lifetime contract.
Wait.
Oh.
What? You're switching up on the Lakers? You're not going to be a Lakers fan anymore?
Yeah, he's leaving the Lakers. He's
after the ring. Yeah,
bandwagon. The train's leaving the station. Choo choo. We're going to Phoenix.
I'm hanging up the purple and gold because
wow. What made you?
I didn't really watch basketball since Kobe retired, since like 2016. Like I just stopped because Kobe retired, so I didn't. But then I started watching in the bubble again, and Devin Booker and the Suns really made it fun. So you gotta support the squad.
I see.
Yeah, I mean,
I got these fucking Lakers tattoos from fucking nothing.
I can back you up for the Suns. The Suns I'm cool with. But I mean, I got I hate to do this to you, man. I mean, one of the highlights is for sure the Trailblazers. That game yesterday might have been the best game of the bubble. Not gonna lie. I mean, the first game, I think the Clippers-Lakers game was a fucking crazy game. This game made it up for me because that game fucking sucked when LeBron just put that layup in. It was such oh man, it fucking sucked. And then Paul George got fouled and they didn't call it then. But this game, it went a lot better for me. Karis LeVert, shout out to Brooklyn Nets. Honestly, they show like they're. I mean, I got all respect for them because
LeVert should have drove to the basket.
Listen, they got no Kyrie, they got no KD, and I mean they're still balling out. They got a lot of heart, and I'm hoping Jacques Vaughn, their head coach, their interim head coach, I hope he's going to get a good look for a head coaching job in Brooklyn, or maybe the Bulls might be looking for an Aaron, and maybe the Sacramento Kings might be looking for a new coach soon. But Aaron, I'm a segue to you. What's your highlight of the week?
My highlight of the week is Vlad is gone.
Vlad is gone.
Hold on one second.
Dude, why you got to do that? My Kings Hall of Famer, Vladdy Divac.
I think that's pretty self-explanatory. All right, next highlight of the week. I think I can talk a little bit more in depth about this. You know what? I'll talk about Vlad for a little bit. I don't know what I'm doing. So
let's talk about Vlad. What does that mean to you that Vladdy Divac is gone? What does that mean to you?
It means that there's hope. There's maybe some change happening in the organization. It means maybe we'll hire someone. I mean, before I got on, I read that we're going to hire someone from the Knicks organization, or we're looking to, which again scares me.
Right now with Joe Dumars, I think he was from Atlanta, I believe, but he's the interim GM for now.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I mean, I'm just hoping we get someone who actually can put together a good team, and can draft well. That's the main focus, really. So I'm just excited.
Honestly, I'll say I got respect for Vladdy. The fact that, I mean, there's a whole lot of GMs that wouldn't step down, but I mean, you can tell he honestly likes the Kings. That he was like, I'm not the guy for the job. I'm going to step down. I don't think
they told him they're going to fire him.
No. I mean, he's always kind of been like that. He's never been like kind of. He's always been the Knicks have been his organization. I mean, I think he's very similar to Magic Johnson type of thing, where even though he's going to be gone, he's still going to be supporting them. There's like no hard feelings there. So Vladdy Divac is gone. He was a shitty GM, but a respectable guy. I'm not going to trash his character. Let's get into what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna go down even more down memory lane. We're gonna go.
Wait! Whoa!
Yeah, we want our second one.
Oh, you want your second one? Okay. I thought we were just all gonna go over all. You want to go like insert back again in the circle? Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Here. So I was confused. I thought you were segueing.
You've always just been like you say everything out loud, and then your turn's over. Your turn's over is over. All right, but that's cool. Aaron, do you have something else you want to say?
I just want to add that Ramon Laureano, the laser, his suspension is reduced to 4 games after the Astros bench clearing brawl, where basically the hitting coach was antagonizing Laureano to fight him. Basically,
talking shit about his mom, right, or something like that.
Yeah, that was a rumor. That's not confirmed. But he got 20 games, and MLB actually did something right. They actually punished someone on the Astros, which honestly I did not see coming.
Manfred. Shout out to
Rob Manfred. Rob Big Play Manfred. And Joe Kelly's suspension also was reduced to 5 games too. So shout out Manfred. So shout out to the Laser. He's not going to be available to play against the Giants though, which sucks because he's like one of our best players.
That's cool. We'll clap anyway. We'll still clap. It's fine.
Hopefully we'll clap them. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just excited that MLB did something right, and Laureano's only gone for 4 games, so I'm excited about that. So, and shout out to him for starting a fight with the Astros. 'Cause fuck the Astros, that will never leave my heart. Fuck them forever.
Fuck the Houston Astros. Damn, that shit's dramatic. Okay, Lamiter, you wanted to go back. Do you have? Where do you want to go?
Yes. Oh, I forget the dude's name, but the dude on the Seahawks, the corner, undrafted rookie free agent, got cut.
Snuck his girl in.
Sneak a woman in to the team hotel. He worked so hard and he just threw it away. So heart goes out for him, but like not really at the same time.
Was
I
the
think a
top
funny one.
worth it?
I'll say one kind of similar to that. The NBA is letting one family member come to the bubble. But what was kind of fucked up is what they said is that it has to be someone from your family or someone that you've known for a while. It can't be someone who you just met on Instagram. It can't be just a model that you hit up and want to bring over to the NBA bubble. Which, shout out all my single guys in the bubble. They're gonna be lonely and horny. So what can I say, man? I don't know what they're gonna do. That's all I've got. I mean, dude, the Seahawks corner got he got screwed over there, and I think NBA players are getting even more screwed over, in my opinion. Aaron, do you have a third one? Do you want to go? Because we're going again, just in case. Do you want another one, or are you good?
Do I have another one? Yeah.
We're going another circle. If you want to just complete the circle,
just skip me for now. And
okay, you want to fuck up the circle? I got you. Okay, let's. Okay, now back what I was saying before. Let's go down memory lane a little bit. We're gonna go, a little bit further, just down the block, and we're gonna go and do pretty much go over the same exact topics that we did 1 year ago. Exactly 1 year ago. So, I mean, the first topic was Hard Knocks. I mean, last year, I'm being completely honest with you, much more interesting Hard Knocks episode. What do you guys think of this year, or at least episode 1?
You want to start, or you want me to start?
I'll start.
All right.
I enjoyed it, but dude, what's that guy on the Rams?
The corner.
Yeah.
The corner, the undrafted one.
Dante something.
The projects.
I got the Dante Dion.
Dion, dude. Oh my God, he wanted to make me slam my head. I felt like Aaron Donald was gonna take him out. Like when he walked over.
He's the new Jonathan Abram. He's the new Jonathan Abram. That's what he is. I mean, he's in the projects.
Jonathan Abram wasn't like annoying. This guy. Just,
he was. Come on, Jonathan.
I just wanted to punch myself.
No, dude. When he's like the projects, come on, man, take me out of the project. All the coaches like, bro, you're trash. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why do you want to be here with the starters? Like, go back to your fucking bench warmer locker room. Yeah, no, it's uncomfortable for the Rams staff. But I'll say Anthony Lynn, I think, take away a big winner from this episode. Anthony Lynn seemed like a real cool guy. He went over Corona and just took it like a champ, man. He didn't even say anything. Aaron just left. I don't know what that happened. But, we'll continue the show. The show must go on. Anthony Lynn was just grilling there. He was there with this girl talking about how he used to be in Cleveland and how Bill Parcells hooked him up with the coaching job and all that. And, I mean, it was just, he just seemed like a really cool guy. And then I'm going to also say shout out Sean McVay. What's up, Aaron? You're back now. I'm going to say shout out Sean McVay because he was also I think both coaches were kind of cool because Sean McVay was there. He brought out his wife, I will say, pretty attractive woman, shout out to my boy, Sean McVay. And then, just casually she slips in, oh, Sean, do you want to maybe show them like your dog tricks in the pool? He's like, oh, wow. Why? Thank you. Thank you for letting me show off my abs on TV. And then he took off his shirt and he just looks swole as fuck. So, that's what I'm going to say. I think Sean McVay and Anthony Lynn, both big winners in Hard Knocks episode 1. Aaron, what do you have?
What do I have about Hard Knocks? Well, my first impression when I was watching, I was just really interested in what they were going to do because there's no preseason games. There's no contact drills yet, and I was just like, I kind of went in expecting it to be pretty boring, and it wasn't that boring because it's interesting to see how they get tested for COVID and everything with the whole nose swab and everything. That was interesting to see. But obviously, it's not going to be as good as the other Hard Knocks series just because there's no contact, no preseason games. I don't know. I mean, unless we're going to be – I honestly don't see myself watching the other episodes unless we're going to be talking about it on the podcast. So, honestly –
we got to be talking about it. We got something. We need something. We got to milk something. But I'm going to say one thing. I think I like that Hard Knocks, the Muffed Podcast, we've been talking. We milk all our shit. I like Hard Knocks. They just feel like they had maybe a minute-long just montage of players getting tested. And, usually they got the linebacker drills or they got something interesting and they're just a montage of it. And this is just the same thing happening over and over. It's just a stick going up a player's nose, and we just got this dramatic music, and it's just over and over and over again, the same shit happening for a minute. They're really struggling for some content.
My favorite thing about the episode was watching Jalen Ramsey in the interview. I think that was really that was fun to watch. I mean, I love Jalen Ramsey.
He doesn't care about the contract. That's what he wanted to say, man. He doesn't care about the contract.
I know, but they kept asking him. They kept asking him that they're like.
He doesn't care, man. He doesn't care. Yeah, it's between him and the front office and his manager and his agent.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Jalen Ramsey is one of my favorite players in the NFL. So it was nice to see him. He's
funny. So he's a funny dude. Yeah, he's one of the bigger trash talkers, and definitely in the league.
Oh, the best. Did you see him and AJ Green? That was the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
You see his post-game interview about AJ Green? Oh my God. That is so funny.
Not at the top of my head, but I mean, Jalen Ramsey kind of reminds me of Richard Sherman from a few years ago, where he'll shit talk everybody. It doesn't matter. He can get worked, and he'll still find a way to shit talk you somehow. Lemire, I think you were gonna say something. Do you want to?
Justin Herbert looks good in the baby blue.
He looks good at stepping off the bus, from what I've heard. Anthony Lynn.
I know. I love his balls. I love his balls too.
Yeah,
he's got some good balls. He's got some good balls. I like that's the highlight of the video. Is just this guy's from such a trash college. They're like, he's seeing a guy throw a nice spiral, and he's like, wow, dude, that's fucking crazy. Like, he's talking to all these players. I'm like, dude, check out Justin Herbert's fucking ball. I'm like, dude, it's not that crazy. Just throwing the fucking football. He's like, man, dude, check out his balls, man. Check out the fucking balls.
I love his balls. wait, he said he loves his balls.
Dude, Justin Herbert's got some real balls. Shout out Justin Herbert and his balls.
100%.
I mean, that's pretty much all that happened in Hard Knocks. I mean, it was an hour, and I don't know how the fuck they got an hour. They squeezed out maybe fucking 15 minutes of content, and they somehow got into an hour. But I think what else we're going to talk about? So last year we talked about some teams, the up and coming teams that we're looking forward to watching, and maybe some new coaches that we're looking forward to watch. Lemire, do you want to start off? Do you have any teams, or just I say one team just so you don't steal the other ones? So we all got kind of a team.
One team I look forward to watching. That's a good question.
It could be because of the coach, could be because of the quarterback, could be because they're just all around the talent.
Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. I've been on their
You're a big Buffalo guy
last year, but this year I think it's all going to come together. They're going to be a serious contender, in my opinion.
I think. Let me check this out. Actually, I think you might have. Let's see. Yes, you did say Sean McDermott. I have it written down on the script from exactly a year ago. You did mention Sean McDermott. Yeah.
Yeah. Buffalo Bills, great team. Josh Allen, Sean McDermott, very good combo.
They are, and I think a team that I'm going to say is more of an up-and-coming team, which is not going to be this year, but I think in the future. Aaron, I've definitely talked to you about this, but I think Denver Broncos. I mean,
Denver,
what they did in this draft, dude, that was fucking crazy. Like, they did literally what the Packers should have done, but they just invested in offense. I mean, they have a nice defense. They've had a pretty good defense. Like, as long as you got Von Miller and Bradley Chubb on both sides, I mean, you're going to have a nice pass rush. That's first of all. And then they just fucking went out. They got Noah Fant. They got Albert O. I mean, two really good fucking tight ends now. I mean, they got what they were saying. I think Chad Johnson was saying, I've never seen a team that has 3 number 1 receivers. They got KJ Hamler, Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton.
KJ Hamler's not a number 1 receiver.
I mean, according to Chad Johnson.
He can be.
It's according to Chad Johnson. I'm just quoting Chad Johnson, not my personal opinion. But I mean, they got just a lot of talent on that team, first off. And then, I mean, the running backs, too. Phillip Lindsay, Melvin Gordon, Royce Freeman. There's a lot of talent on that team, and I think maybe not this year, but I think in a few years, I mean, Drew Lock is definitely going to be, he's in a good offense. I mean, he's got a lot of talent around him. He doesn't really need to elevate the talent around him because it's already fucking there. So he's just got to play his game and execute the system, and I feel like Denver could be successful.
Yeah, and but for my team, I'm going in a similar route that Boaz was going, because it's not this year, but in a couple years, I think this team will be good. Obviously, the more you talk about this, doesn't have to do anything with anything, but the more you talk about the Broncos, the more like I'm just like, damn, like they do have like a lot of talent around them, and like they could be good.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I think my team I'm really interested to see, and is going to be an up and comer in the next couple years, is the Miami Dolphins.
Aaron, oh dude, that's
yeah. You know you're gonna say that. Yeah. Anyways,
you're a big Brian Flores guy.
Yeah, he got something out of that team. Everyone was wanting to get traded, and like they were like 0-8, and then they got 5 wins, right? 5-11. So I was like, man, this team's gonna go like 0-16. They're gonna be the next Browns, but he got something out of that team. Him and Fitzmagic, they got like you can just tell that he's very passionate about the game, and he got something out of all those players, and that was just amazing. And now they tanked for Tua while creating momentum into the next season, which I think is a big key. And so that worked perfectly for them. I mean, they signed Byron Jones. They got Kyle Van Noy, 2 amazing defensive players. I mean, like, I don't think they're a playoff team this year, but I can honestly, if things go right, if things go correct this year, I think they're going to be a playoff team in the next couple of years. But honestly, I think it all depends on Tua's development this season, in my opinion.
I think the one thing is that their offense right now is just not on par. I mean, they need to do a little bit of work, especially for this year. I mean, the big hit was with Allen Hurns and Jakeem Grant both opting out.
Oh, yeah.
They're pretty much relying on Devontae Parker. Preston Williams is injured. He's
offensive beast, Devontae Parker.
No, fuck Devontae Parker. Preston Williams is a little bit injured.
He's a great receiver. I think he's also a
great fantasy receiver.
I would very much so disagree, but draft him if you'd like. That's, excellent segue for next topic. But Preston Williams is still there, and Mike Gesicki, who are those are pretty much his main targets, which is a little bit concerning. Not
they need a tight end. I will say that they do need a tight end.
It's not premier talent to say to say the least, but I think you're right, Aaron. Their defense is definitely set up. I don't know what Lemire is doing. He's just having like an aneurysm on the side, but yeah. I'm right now fucking. I'm shocked. I got nothing to say after seeing what Lemire did. But yeah. And do you guys want to go for round 2, Lemire? Just in case. I'm gonna leave the door open. Do you want to go for round 2?
Yes,
sure.
All right.
Joe Judge and the New York Giants. No. Ooh. Joe Judge, I feel like he's actually a pretty good coach, even though I've never seen him coach. But, gut feeling. And what's his face? Daniel Jones, my guy. Woo!
Eli Manning Jr.
Guy to watch. Yeah, he's fun
Eli
guy
Jr.
to watch. No, yeah. I think he's way more mobile than Eli ever was.
He definitely is. Yeah, that's for sure.
And in related news, it looks like Marcus Mariota might start this season as the Raiders.
Did you see that? He said that. I mean, Lemeter, I saw what you were talking about, the referencing. I mean, you kind of fucked up. This is the wrong segment. You're supposed to say in the news segment. But I think John Gruden does it every year. He does it every year. Last year, I remember he was hyping up Nathan Peterman. He hypes up the backup to piss off Derek Carr. I mean, that's what he does.
No, dude. Mariota is a legit
Hall of Famer.
Starter. He will be in the MVP conversation. Mark my words.
Well, I hope that's true, because then you get to go on Schmitty's show. So
that is true. Yeah, you would be on Schmitty's show. So that would be. I mean, I think he needs to just start. I mean, I feel like if Marcus Mariota starts and maybe he's even like a top 15 quarterback, I think Schmitty would already be by then amazed. He'd be like, "What the fuck? Because nobody saw this coming." So Lemeter, I guess for you, I've marked your words. I've even traced over maybe like 100 times. I think we're all familiar with their Marcus Mariota take. The team that I'm going to go with is a team that I talked about, and it kind of sucks being a 49ers fan. The Arizona Cardinals. I was in Arizona last year. There's a big vibe around there. No, actually,
we don't like Arizona. We don't like Arizona.
You were just talking about the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, so Phoenix not in Arizona.
Yeah, they're in Arizona. Yeah, unfortunately.
Wait, did you not know that the Phoenix Suns were in Arizona?
No, he's dumb. Aaron, just don't make it. So, I mean, out of all the teams in the NFC West, I'll say I like the vibe the Cardinals got. I was there in Phoenix. They're actually, they're big. There's a big fan base there for the Cardinals, and I think a lot of people like that. And I see a lot of Larry Fitz jerseys. I see a lot of David Johnson jerseys, and I have a feeling soon enough they're going to be updated. There's going to be some more Kyler Murray, maybe some Christian Kirks, and definitely some DeAndre Hopkins jerseys. I mean, this team's got a bright future. Chandler Jones is there. We can't forget him. He's kind of the guy that, you don't really hear his name all that often, but, he's at the top of the fucking sack list right now.
He's probably the best player.
Maybe. I mean, Isaiah Simmons is another guy who's going to be interesting to look out for. He's already had a lot of trash talk about George Kittle. But just in general, I think that team is going to be – that team is just – I mean, I really like that team. And to be honest, I like that they're in the NFC West because the Niners playing 2 times against them, iron sharpens iron. Facing a good team like the Arizona Cardinals will just make the Niners better. So, but yeah, I got a lot of faith. Last year I think I was saying that I don't have a lot of faith in Cliff Kingsbury. I'm taking that back. Cliff proved me wrong. Kyler Murray has definitely proved me wrong. He's a fucking beast. And
he's outfielder.
He should have been on the A's. That's all I gotta say, man. Remember in the Jimmy G whatever, the Blitzarro world, man, he should have been in the Raiders and then played for the A's. But whatever, that's fine. He's in the Cardinals, and that's gonna be the team that I'm gonna say that's the look out for this year. Not even like the Denver Broncos in the future, but for this year, I think they're a team to look out for.
Ah, man, this is tough for me because I'm trying to debate where I want to take this. So you can
do like 2A and 2B. That's fine.
Man, I don't know. It's difficult, but this isn't a team to look out for. I think this is a team that I'm just interested to see what happens, and that is the Washington football team. I mean, obviously because of their name. Because of their name, it's just like how the fuck are they're gonna go full season called the Washington football team? Like what's up with that? And like I just want to see what their name is. Like I'm interested to see what happens, especially with the whole Darius Geis situation now. Yikes, that guy she's never gonna play in the NFL again. Anyways, but I'm trying to think of a team that's sort of an up and coming. Okay, I'm crossing my fingers, and I'm gonna go with the Cleveland Browns as a team to watch this year because I just want them to be good so bad. I just want them to be good so bad because they have so much talent on that roster. They really do. You can't deny that. And they have a new coach, Kevin Stefanski, I believe, right?
Yes.
Was that the Browns coach?
Minnesota.
Okay.
From Minnesota,
yeah. And maybe Freddie Kitchens wasn't the answer. I mean, that team was 6-10. What were they?
I believe so, somewhere around. Not very mediocre. Definitely not meeting the standards that were set up.
Yeah, they were super hyped. I mean, now they've got that under their belt. But I mean, I just hope they could put something together because there's a lot of talent on that team, and honestly, it would surprise me if they actually make the playoffs next season. But if they just manage to mess it up again this year, I mean, I want them to be good so bad. But
I'll say that also, I think, Aaron, you're overlooking one factor for sure is that if the Browns are going to be good, we're going to get more State Farm commercials with Baker Mayfield. I'm kind of sick and tired of seeing Aaron Rodgers. I'm kind of a little sick and tired of only seeing the fucking Aaron Rodgers discount double check. I like the Baker Mayfield where he's like flushing the toilet in the stadium and he's flicking the lights on and off and that. Like those were kind of funny, for a little bit.
those were good commercials. They were.
I don't see him getting any this year after that stinker he had last year. But maybe he bounces back. Maybe they re-up his contract.
It wouldn't surprise me if they do good, but maybe they can put it together under Kevin Stefanski. But also, the Cardinals are a really underrated fan base when it comes to the pain and suffering. People don't talk about that a lot, but true, they have been through hell. They have been through hell. They're up there, and like some of the obviously Browns, Lions. And then, honestly, I'd put the Cardinals probably over the Jets in suffering, honestly, in my opinion. That had nothing to do with anything. Well, that's the end of my take.
I don't know about that, but and to be honest, they're a pretty passionate fan base. Like when I was there, I was watching the Niners. So that was the week the Niners played the Rams. I think like week 15 or week 16. I think week 16, and it was the week that Arizona was playing Seattle, and then they beat Seattle, which set up the last game so that anybody could win the division at the end. And like that game was so hyped because like I was cheering against Seattle and all those Cardinals fans were cheering for the Cardinals. And for a second there, I was like cheering with the Cardinals. Like, damn, dude, this is kind of cool. Like these guys are kind of chill. I like the Cardinals fans. I got nothing negative to say about them. Very nice people in Phoenix. Lemeter, kind of bashed the state of Phoenix or the state of Arizona, but people of Phoenix are cool. And,
Phoenix is a very nice city.
Yeah, Glendale, cool Glendale, Arizona, very nice people there as well.
As long as they don't call themselves Phoenicians, they're cool in my book.
Phoenicians. All right, let's get into the last topic of the day. Fantasy football is around the corner. I think almost a month ago, we spoke with Smitty and we talked a little bit about fantasy football. But I think let's get back into that mindset a little bit. And we're just gonna go over first round, second round. A lot of there's a whole lot of strategies. You can read books and you can be like receiver, running back, receiver. It's just a whole bunch of strategies. And we're just gonna go over the three of us and see what strategies we prefer. So let's go with if you have a pick in the early first round. Aaron, we'll start with
just a public service announcement to the viewers. This is Boaz's way of getting our draft board before.
I don't need 100%. That. I'll win regardless. I mean, that's
he
not.
copied my draft board last year, so.
How did I? Who did I draft that you wanted? Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. All right.
I don't know why Siri keeps going off, but Siri keeps turning on my computer. So.
Damn, man.
Why Siri? Okay. Let's get into it, Aaron. You're picking the early. Let's say like maybe pick 1 through 3. Who are you targeting in that range? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious who's pick 1, but in that range, who are you talking about with the first pick? And then obviously in the second round, since it's snakes, who are you taking in the late second?
Ooh, this is tough because I'm not a fantasy football expert. I'm going to say that right now. Also, I have a hot take for this segment. Yeah. I have a hot take for this. My hot take is no one knows what they're talking about when it comes to fantasy football. No one. I don't care who you are. I literally
Matthew Berry,
it's too unpredictable.
Matthew Berry
has fucked me over
enough times. Yeah,
it's too unpredictable. You can't predict injuries. You can't predict lack of production.
Smitty, very nice guy.
Friend of the show. Friend of the
show. I wasn't shitting on Smitty. I'm just saying.
No. I just wanted to know. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just re-emphasizing Smitty. Fantasy football genius. The rest of them, until they come onto the Muffed Podcast, absolutely they have no clue what they're talking about. I couldn't agree more, Aaron.
But I'm just saying, it's too hard to predict anything. So with that being said, you just want to go if some guy's gonna get a lot of touches. I'm assuming Christian
throw down. Yeah, just throw a couple names. Throw to the dartboard. Who are you looking at?
I mean, can I say C-Mac or is he just number 1?
Yes, you can. C-Mac.
Christian McCaffrey. I mean, just the amount of play time he got last year. It's just you just have to take a shot on him because he's gonna rack up yards. Obviously, he's gonna get touches in the passing game and in the rush game. So
and
I think
who
that's
would you string with him?
To go with.
Who would you string with him in the late second round?
Late second round?
Yes.
Ooh.
So obviously, if you're getting McCaffrey, you probably either pick 1 or 2. I'm just gonna guess.
Unless
you're in a really wild league where he got 3. I don't see
if he's available. This is early second or late second?
Late second. I mean, because you're snaking back around.
If he's available in this late second, I'd go Julio. Honestly.
Okay.
Because he's the guy who's going to get a lot of touches, a lot of just opportunities to make plays, and that's really what you got to base it off. Just who's going to get a lot of opportunities, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Okay, so then let's go to Lemeter. Lemeter, you're going to have a different scenario. You're going to have the middle of the first round. You're going to get the middle of the first round, so you're, which, I mean, it could be good or bad. Depends how you like it, because now you're going to be pretty much drafting the same spot consistently. So the wait time will be about the same every single time.
All right, there's an obvious choice here, but we all know.
I know you're a big fan of one running back. It's a pretty bold choice. I mean.
Oh, no, wait, shut up. We're keeping that secret. You know what? I just realized my mic was plugged in, but it wasn't nowhere near my face. So I got it now. All right. Anyways,
that's some pro podcasting type shit, man. This is the type of level of professionalism you look for in the Muffed Podcast. No, I'm not bashing you, man.
Anyways, Mike Thomas would be the obvious name, but as we know,
can you say that again?
I'm not going Mike Thomas. I would advise anybody get as far away from Mike Thomas as you can right now. All right.
And I'm going to say that maybe not listen to Lemire in that one take. I'm not going to bash the other takes, but that one maybe take with a grain of salt.
Pick 6 to 8. Pick 6 to 8.
Yeah.
I would go with Austin Eckler. I know he's a late.
But if you like him, you like him.
He's a late first to mid second guy in my opinion, but I just like him so much. I'm taking him when I can. Like after McCaffrey and Saquon, he's my third guy on my board.
That's very, very, very high. But I mean, if you like him, I mean, he could pan out. There's been guys that have been like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you take a chance on him, and he could be good. So who would you take in the mid-second round?
All right, then there's mid-second. I'd say Kittle is late second for myself. Like if he's in the late second, early third, I'd.
Hey man, you've been kind of ballsy. You've been kind of ballsy today. You can,
But he just got a contract, so I'm thinking there's Chris Godwin. Hopkins, but I don't know if they'll be there until then. Guy I want to look at.
Hopkins potentially could drop. I think Godwin will definitely be there mid-second. I think Hopkins could be an early second to mid-second, but I think Godwin I feel like would be.
I'd take Hopkins then. If he's dropping to mid-second, Hopkins with Eckler.
So you're a running back receiver type of guy, and I think that's what you're going with is running back. You're taking a little bit of a chance on it because it's a little bit of a gamble, but then receiver going with somebody who is going to
running back. It's easier to get a production with a running back. It's easier to hit late in the draft with running back as well because they ought to get yards.
Injuries,
receivers,
especially injuries as well. You don't know
if they get the ball handed off to them. If they get the ball handed off to them, they're getting yards. Receivers, you don't know if they're getting shut down in the receiving game or whatnot. So you need an elite receiver.
Absolutely. So I mean, I'm going to be in the late first. So I mean, I would actually probably say Austin Eckler. That was a guy who I was thinking of. But I mean, if we're going off if we're going off the mock draft, Lemire already took him.
Hey, we have a deal. You're not taking Eckler in the draft.
Well, I mean, it depends. If you're ahead of me, I'm not taking him in the first round. I don't think I would take him. I'm maybe in the late first. But I think in this range, I would look. I think DeAndre Hopkins might be a little bit. I got fucked over. I took DeAndre Hopkins last year as the number one receiver, and he didn't do all that. I mean, he played well, but not best receiver in the league. But I could look that way because he's a new offense. Maybe there are some new things that he'll get. But I think another guy who I'm kind of thinking a little bit like you, Kenyon Drake, a guy who I think could be a really good sleeper. In a late first round, maybe you take a flyer on him.
Smitty would be really proud of you for that one.
I have seen that. Yeah, he's a big fan of him, and I mean, I believe Smitty's from Arizona too. So I'd be making him proud with that whole with that pick. I'm gonna go with Kenyon Drake, and then with the early second. I think there's a whole lot of ballsy things you could do. I mean, maybe George Kittle, but as you said, I think maybe that's a late second rounder. But you can go ballsy. But I think I'm gonna go with the other guy you didn't mention. You said DeAndre would fall there. I would say I would take DeAndre in the early second round, and if not DeAndre, I would definitely look at like Mike Evans or somebody like that. I think you get a consistent receiver there, or another guy I would say is Derrick Henry could be another dude you might want to take because I see Derrick Henry falling down just because he doesn't get receptions. But I think Derrick Henry is still the offense in Tennessee. I mean, Ryan Tannehill is going to be there, but I think Derrick Henry is still going to be the offense there. So, I mean, you could totally pair Kenyon Drake and Derrick Henry and just be balling out a running back. That's it. I think that's what I'm going to go with. So, if not Derrick Henry, I'll be nice to you. I'll throw you a dime. You get DeAndre Hopkins. I'll take Derrick Henry and Kenyon Drake. I think that's all we have for today. Yeah, we pretty much went over every single topic we did exactly 1 year ago. And with that being said, I mean, let's just say thank you guys so much. I mean, this wouldn't be possible without the people watching us. And also, I mean, hopefully for one more year and many more years to that, so we can get, a year 2 anniversary and a year 3 type of thing. And we can just keep recycling the same exact fucking things and, doing the Muffed Podcast, milking the shit out of this fucking content. But with that being said, we'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.
Vlad's gone!